Today I want to read this benefit of Bodhichitta that Maitriya Buddha explained in the Je Mipham Sutra of the Decoration of the Trunk. Je Mipham in the Sutra explained. So there's much time. Should be explained some more details about the shortcomings of self-tracing thought. Different ways to meditate, to discover the shortcomings, extensive shortcomings. And so there's no time, so benefits of changing others, okay? So this is particular benefits with the expanse about. So he said, Rijipu Changri Semni Sanjay Chetamji Santo, the rays of the sun. The sun is here, nothing to do with the sex. See, the authentic sex could be Mahana rays, who see like the king of the sun, going to become the king, so like that. So Buddha was sending to the seed of the mind of Bodhichitta. The purified and actualized CHHO. All the obscuration purified, the gross subtle, and then this CHHUB then completes all the realizations. CHHO, this Bodhichitta of the total of the Bodhichitta is the seed of all the Buddha's dharma. Sankhya Chena, the Santo, the Bodhichitta is the seed of all the Buddha dharma. Ni roa tamji chukabo number pewa chebe shingda us. The Bodhichitta is like the field of all the tongues of Margaret brings dharma, white dharma, all the virtue thought, all the realization, chukabo, white dharma. This anything with the delusion, ignorance, and attachment, all the mental, all the mental factors, all the branches of ignorance, anger, attachment, those are black dharma. So this chukabo, white dharma. So Bodhichitta is like the field of all the tongues of Margaret brings white dharma increases. All the good things, all the white dharma to increase, to rise. Bodhichitta is to the Bodhichitta is all sentient beings, whole world, even the earth, whole world, and in it being, huh? In it being, the world, the place, and the beings living inside. Animate. Animate and inanimate. So the whole world, Bodhichitta is like the ground or whole world depend on, come from the world, depend on. So like the earth, ground, where the whole world went on, the place and the living beings, you see. So that's what it is. All the happiness, all this happiness, all this world, so all the happy migratory beings, including the place, beings, human beings, that came from the merit. It came from merit, so it came from Bodhichitta. Ura tamje yang tabar chöbe namdu Buddha was. The Bodhichitta is like Changju Sen, is like the son of the Namdu, the four guardians. Namdu is the one who is riding over snow line. Namdu, four guardians, the one. So Namdu Sikipu, the son of the Namdu the four guardians, the one who was riding over lion. So there's also for morality, the dharma protector for morality, and also for wealth. Like the son of the Namdu who cuts well, who cuts well all the poverty of the sentiments. Changju Semba Tamji Yonsu Sungwe Padawu. Bodhichitta is like the father that protects completely all the bodhisattva. Tamji Yangda or Drive. The Bodhichitta is like king of the wish grounding jewel that fulfills all the brings all the success. Bodhichitta, the father. Bodhichitta is like the king of the wish grounding jewel. King of the wish grounding jewel that brings all the success. So you see, by understanding, you have to know that. You see, if you want to have success, all the success for happiness, including up to enlightenment for you, and success for all the sentient beings to be free from all the oceans of samsara suffering and to achieve Buddhahood, peerless happiness, enlightenment to every sentient being. If you want to that, then you need to practice Bodhichitta. So you need to practice Bodhichitta. So you want to have all the success. Like the king of the wish jewel that brings all the success. So the Bodhichitta is like that. So you see, that is unbelievable. But usually common people who don't practice Dharma, who don't know Dharma, who don't practice Dharma, it's a marriage, it's children, it's a degree in the university, and sort of like that. That's all. Sort of like that. Very limited, nothing special, and kind of special for them, but not in the specific. So including those, is a success, good heart. So, but success for all those from Bodhichitta is from good heart. If you practice good heart, you pray with a good heart. You practice good heart to a sentient being, then brings those things. Those things hardly anything important, hardly anything. So it brings. So of course, it brings success if you practice good heart. That's the answer. So here, first I'm talking about yourself achieving system all the defilements and achieve all the realizations and all sentient beings to bring to enlightenment. Buddha talking about that. So success, all that is bodhicitta, to practice bodhicitta. So Sambhatan Jayam Zangwachi, Puma Sambhata word. So bodhicitta is like the wish fulfilling vase. We have all the vase, you know. There's a wish fulfilling vase. So we have all the vase. There was one old vase here. So this has already, we're making this. So I mean, yeah, there's a wish fulfilling vase where you pray, you get everything from that, like which can jewel. So that Masangbo. So Bodhicitta is like that. That you see, whatever you pray, whatever you wish, everything happens. And so Bodhicitta like the wish fulfilling vase. All your wishes, or whatever wishes you have, Sambhatan Jangu laws, complete. Whatever wishes you have, everything brings out success, no? Like that. Then, so Bodhicitta is like short spear that defeat all your enemy, the delusion that that makes your mental condition unsubdued. So that's the definition of delusion. A mind which has that function is a delusion. So the Bodhicitta is like a short spear, destroying the enemy, your enemy, defeating your enemy, the delusion. So if you don't have delusion, if you don't have anger, then you see there's no anger in the world. If you don't have anger, you see if the enemy anger is purified, then there's no enemy. You can't find any enemy in the world. So the short spear, it's like the short spear, defeat the enemy, your inner enemy, the delusion. No, Tsushi Mayimba Ila Cheba, Tsushi Mayimba Ila Cheba, Gobe. Kochita was. Bodhicitta, if a Bodhicitta, that's like armor. It's like armor, stopping the unrighteous mind. Unrighteous mind. That's the armor. Young may be good to my chebe, Raldita was. Bodhicitta is like the sword. That makes to fall down the head of the delusions. So it's like a sword. Sword, you see, cut your head, your neck, so head fall down. So that the Bodhicitta is like the sword that falls down the head of the delusions. By cutting the delusion, that's what happens. So, able to defeat the delusion. Myanmar Shing Chebe, there it was. So, Bodhicitta is like axe, able to cut off the tree of delusion, tree of your delusion. I mean, this is yours, but also others, you know. The Bodhicitta is like the weapon. Bodhicitta is like weapon, protecting from all the harms. Any harm you have, or if you have Bodhicitta, you don't receive any harm. So, for example, one Buddha became enlightened in the dawn time. 15th dawn time, then the million Maras million Maras attack Buddha to not become enlightened. So if Buddha became enlightened, then they are controlled, they can't harm. So they try to not allow Buddha to be enlightened. So try to harm Buddha. With all kinds of, by carrying mountain mirror, they got all kinds of carrying all kinds of weapons to harm Buddha. Whatever they throw Buddha, it becomes flower towards Buddha. So the last thing is that because nothing can harm Buddha, so they show old women, they uncovered the sex, and then old women showing sex to Buddha, destroyed Buddha's concentration. Then a young girl showing sex, so try to destroy Buddha as many different ways. Buddha without any slight movement, then just living in the loving kindness, then control all the million Maras who attack Buddha without need slight movement. Including the meditation or the mind living loving kindness. And then after control all those millions of Maras who are harming to Buddha, all of them. So that is due to Bodhichitta, Buddha's holy mind, Bodhichitta, the power of that. So they are able to control millions of Mara attacking. So that. Kwe chu nana neba, tendu jimbe. Kwe chu nana neba, tendu jimbe, chimu chilbata uwa. I think this may be the name of the bird, Chachilva. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's the name of a bird that does sing in the water. I'm not 100% sure, but Bodhichitta is like that. That which you're inside the samsara water, then it goes up, instead of abiding in the water, goes up on the water. So instead of singing, they're able to go up on the water. So might be the name of the bird Chiba. Then Jibatan Kebe Tsawa Tamche, number Torah Chebe, Lungi Jingwa Tawa. The Bodhichitta is like the windy mandala. That scatters Kebe Tsawa. I think the Kebe is I think mistake. Probably there might be a mistake in that Tibetan obscuration and root of samsara. I think Korea Tsawa. Must be Korea Tsawa. I think Kebe Tsawa. It doesn't make sense. Korea Tsawa. So scatters away. You know, the wind totally scatters away. When there's a strong wind, like what you call hurricane or tornado or something like that, then you see that in America it happens all the time. This the place called what? In America?
Florida.
Yeah, Florida. Or the place always happens, tornado or this cyclone or this. So then this sprinkles all the house or the material. You know, the wind sprinkles away that you see, the scatters were the obscurations and the root of samsara, the ignorance and the so kebitawa it might be wrong letter there. So it purifies. So it related to the wind, the sketchway. Bodhichitta is like the wind. Chanjusami chavada malanda duichi, dortemato. Chanjusami chavada malanda duichi, dortemato. So Bodhichitta is like the dortemba, when they expand abbreviation. That it contains all the Bodhisattva's conducts, the 6 parameters, all the Bodhisattva's conducts, benefiting sentient beings. All kinds of conduct with benefit, only purely benefiting sentient beings, whatever conduct they do. And all the Bodhisattva prayers. So it's all contained there. Then 하다메다 하마인데 집에 지딩이 최배 최전도 was. So the Bodhichitta is like stupa. Bodhichitta is like stupa. Where devas, asuras, human beings, all make offering. Whom the whole world make offering. So the Bodhichitta is like stupa. So if you have Bodhichitta, even you are samsara being, Kalvali. You have these aggregates, you have this, the aggregate. You have received this, which caused by the delusion karma, contaminated seed of delusion karma. And this control the suffering nature, samsara. But you see, if you have Bodhichitta, you see the name Dharma. So Dharma is Buddha, victory over the 4 maras. There are 4 gross mara and 4 subtle mara. Mara of the Lord of Death, mara of the delusion, mara of the delusion, mara of the devil's son, the Buddha's hand, like this one touching the, this haipu to jumbi, so it signifies having destroyed devil's son. So that's the garab onto do garab onto the mara garab onto it is for surrounding Maras, something like that. So they shoot 5 arrows of delusion. 5 arrows of delusion, or 4 arrows of delusion. I've forgotten now. 5 arrows, 4 arrows of delusion. They shoot. So, example, arrow of attachment. So, somebody, you see, want to be ordained. Somebody thinking to be ordained, to renounce the world, their life, all their life. Then somebody want to die thinking. Then you see when it's time to do a special like that, then suddenly meet somebody in strong attachment rises. So that person is hit by the arrow of the attachment by the malas, onto the malas. So then he was about to become a pure being, now life, but then you see suddenly he meets somebody and then strong attachment rises and change his mind, then so like that. Or somebody is about to meet charity to others. Then you see giving up muzzleness and making charity to others. So you see suddenly then before making charity, then suddenly strong attachment rises and then you want to make charity. So things like that are just by shooting the arrow of the delusion, attachment like this, then they do not allow that being to create good karma, charity. So things like that, ignorance and arrogance and there are 4 or 5 shoot the arrow of delusions. And then you see, they disturb like that, they interfere like this. Maybe also like this. Maybe also when you do meditation, when you take teachings, then you shoot the arrow of shoot the arrow. So it makes the person to fall asleep, because to unable to pay attention on the teaching, even lung. You see, then kind of fall asleep when you do sadhana, when you do meditation mantra, or when you receive even lung commentaries. So you can't keep the mind on that. So like that, if you are talking, gossiping, or you are talking something attachment, exciting, something, then you see it's like, you walk up, there's no obstacle. But then you start to make prayer, meditation, or listen teaching, or something, then very easy to fall asleep. So the maras, they shoot arrow to make it they interfere to practice dharma. So there's an old story that Rinpoche, where he passed away. Rongda Rinpoche, the two young and old Rongda Rinpoche. Old Rongda Rinpoche lived many years, about 90. He lived a long time. He had cancer, but he lived a long time. Unbelievable. He lived a long time. So the abbot, the same Kamsen, Dhamma Kamsen. So Geshe-Leighton, the abbot. So came in Delhi, he stayed at his house. So Geshe-Leighton couldn't fall asleep. So they were on bed. they're all in bed, and she says, oh, I cannot fall asleep. Then you get up to prayer, then you fall asleep. I don't remember, there are 5 areas of religion, specifically the name as so example like that. So you see, you have to recognize. So there is the Mara who attacked you, who caused delusion, and then stop your or your intention to be pure, then stopped like that. You have to recognize. So awareness. So you see, even you are some sort of being, but if you be Bodhichitta, then you receive them, they will say, son of the Bodhisattva. This son is not with the sex. Male or female, nothing doesn't relate to that. They will say, Minto, you receive the name of the Bodhisattva. Oh, then all the devils, human beings, everyone worships you. As if once you generate Bodhichitta, then everyone, you become holy object by Bodhichitta. Everyone respects you, everyone worships, even Indra, they prostrate. You see, even the feet, your feet, when you walk, your feet print like in the dust. Even the Indras, the devil's king, even they which crown jewels, they touch that. So respect. That see, Ribu Tatar Chanju Seni Indian Tatara, Indian Cheda, Temeva, Shenda, Tanya Denos, Ribu Tatars. The rays of the sun, and like this, the total enlightenment, the Bodhichitta, has all these qualities. In the particular qualities, limitless particular qualities, and then also it has other qualities. So it is Oh, then all the purpose of my life is that I've taken human body, and especially perfect human body at freedom generation. This is this time. That I received just about once. You see, I have to realize this. This is not what you always get. No. So this was received just about one time. So it's a kind of impossible thing to receive. Normally, impossible thing to receive. But it happened. And then I met the Dharma. It was an impossible thing, but it happened. And especially Buddha, Mahayana Buddhism, it's most difficult to meet, but it happened. It was an impossible thing, more impossible thing, but it happened. And especially Mahayana Tantra. All of that, you see. Then I met perfect guide, virtual friend, like His Holiness, and the generosity in human form, generosity manifested in human form. Then met you say like His Holiness, it was impossible. What is the impossible so difficult, rare to meet. To not only meet, but to be virtuous friend, to guide you, virtuous friend. A kind of impossible thing. It's so rare, it's really rare to meet and to receive teachings and to be a virtuous friend. Extremely difficult, but it happened. Also the other perfect mind and virtuous friends, extremely rare. But it's an impossible thing to happen. But it happened. By good luck, by unbelievable, unexpressible good luck. By good luck, this happened. So then this time we will reveal the unmissing path to enlightenment. So it happened. Oh, this lifetime. If I don't make it possible to achieve Buddhahood, to full enlightenment, then I will have to, if I don't make it possible, then I will have to suffer without end in some time. I can keep on rebirth and keep on reincarnating in samsara or continuously, so suffer without end. So this time, well, then you see, purpose to use my life is to free the numberless sentient beings, to free not just to achieve happiness for myself, but to free the numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering by myself. Not only that, then bring everyone to the Buddhahood, the total cessation of obscuration, growth and sorrow, and the completion of all the realization, sangye. I must bring every sentient being to that by myself. Even though there are numberless Bodhisattvas working for sentient being, bringing to enlightenment, all that, but it's my responsibility. I receive all my happiness, as I mentioned to you yesterday, from beginningless rebirth up to now, and in the future also, all the happiness, including enlightenment. When I'm tired, then you see, feeling hot, then a cool air passing through my head, to me, my head, cool air passing through, feeling good, even small like that pleasure, everything other from I receive, all my three-time happiness, including enlightenment, is all from every sentient being, from every helping, every hunger, every human, every asura. Not only that, all sentient beings have been my mother numberless times, been kind, from beginning to see, but up to now, unconceivable kindness. So therefore now, this is my job, this is my responsibility to work for other sentient beings. All that, even though there are numberless Bodhisattvas working for sentient beings, your own responsibility. So that's okay. So therefore, I must achieve as to the omniscience. I thought that I can do the work for sentient being perfectly. Others can't. So, and then therefore I'm contacted all transformation of the Golden Sutra and others. Okay, I'm going to do a quick room of 3 other rooms. This is a the verses of the the verses of the Eight Auspicious, Arya Eight Auspicious. This was success. This is written by Je Mipham, the Je Mipham. And I received the room from Kandala Dharamsala, who came from Tibet, quite a number of years ago, who came from Tibet just for his illness, to protect his illness life and to fulfill all the wishes of his illness, just for that purpose. She came. That's the purpose why she came. So she accomplished many things. His illness, to fulfill his illness with holy wishes. She already did many years ago. Many things she accomplished already. So I took it from her, the room of this. Then maybe recently also maybe received from, not sure, the abbot of the ZHUG monastery, the ZHUG Tsopama, Pamasambhav's holy place, where there was no water, but Haja Mandara was the daughter of the king. So she I think must be very handsome. So many kings wanted to get married with her, but she never liked it. She totally renounced only dharma. So Pamasambhava she met Pamasambhava. Pamasambhava gave initiation, all that. So her father, king, heard, and then she brought Pamasambhava from the cave in the Tsopama, then to the place ground, then collected a sandalwood fire. It was so hot sandalwood. So for 1 week, whole sky filled with the smoke, burned the fire, Pamasambhava. So then after 1 week, king went to see. Pamasambhava didn't burn by fire. Pamasambhava produced water. So the continuation of water still exists, never die, still exists. The water we see now. So there was no water before. So this is very, very holy water. Tsopama, that's what Tso is a lake. Pama is lotus. I think then the water produced in the lake. The lotus, then Pamasambhava inside. Then king took Pamasambhava from there, then worshipped Pamasambhava. He didn't realize Pamasambhava was a holy being. So like that, that's our story, brief story. So yeah, I might have received a room second from him. I'm not don't remember present, but I might have received from him. So it's about success. So what you recite, it is in English. It is in English translation. So if you want to recite, you can get so rather has in English this translation. Yeah. Huh? Yes. If anybody wants to recite, yes, for success. Well, it's meant to be a success. Dharma success. The benefit sentence being said like that, but anyway, success. So I do the wrong of this, okay? So before you do the project, you recite this, he says, then you will succeed. Om Nase Namdara Chilundra Sancho the Kitabazo, Gunata, George, Metabas, Jimmy Jabas, Chabijambala, Getapan, Tamoko, Jitabazel, Lomata, some Tamjel, whatever agents, but there are Tabades, not to be the Washabajala Chadra, Jamas, they want to whatever, signing with the Panama standing, what is the revolution down over the Chadra, and the Tamajala Chadra, and to the Jim, the Yogamala, and Yatna, women that can only collate into the kitchen. And John Tatua, JJ, to the Javachi, Kizama, Samajara, the mother of the December. When John Damba, Jabayuko, Jabba, Mesan, and Namdu said, Late, or dance to the parents take a detention, the John Jala, Tender Chatamala, and you must have going to the person, ancient waters, the rebels. Dante John, I think it to do. Dante John, I think it to do. Yante Junamela, some of the John Land, thousand the conditions about the level, or something. The river on the order. Others. Kind of. Gazone. And then that to the room of the we may not have book, but I think this one, yeah, this Kapan Monastery printed this one. So this, what is this method or something, suffering life into happiness. And they was blessing the speech and daily mantras. Yeah?
The last time you gave.
Everybody?
This time, last time, we gave to everybody.
So,
some updates.
The new things?
so this, if you can, this one I ask everybody, all the students to anybody who show interest in meditation, then this I try to, if I remember, then I give this one to do when they get up in the morning. First thing. So you see, well, a little joke of the life there with the kaka, you know, life there with the kaka, then transform into gold. Well, that make this little fun. So, kaka life into gold life, golden life. Anyway, you see, kind of not only transform the life, cause of the lower realm, it's cause of the higher realm. Then it is not only that, cause of the higher, cause of the ultimate happiness, liberation from samsara. Not only that, transform the life in to become cause of enlightenment, Buddhahood. So that you see. How to live life for sentient beings, how to live the life, your life for sentient beings. The very short life that you have, I'm not sure, few years, few months, few weeks, few days, I'm not sure. So it's a very short life, to live life for sentient beings. Not just for you, to live life for the sentient beings. Your life to become most meaningful, most precious. Meaningful to every sentient being, to bring them to the enlightenment, all like that. So to the room of that, then if you, it is that's what FPMT website. If you get the FPMT website, you can get from there. So this is the most important if you want to practice. How to start your life in the morning. Sange tanji tiwi ngawul tanji kunji ne pawe kunji kunji zo panala mata manala kudu jo jayne nge daga lo jo chondo alaba jamamba chingi lo jo sanyi mata ibu de shinna zo de kesa tungo da kewe shinga tanji tabe tanji talaba tanji tukaji druba jo no chingi lo jo chanyi jeba tanji wenye baka ji jiwa lawa lo zingi jo tunga soba kawa tun yingi taba no kunjo sala kudu lo jo taba kaba jo jo no ba chingi lo jo telatina la nyonga tala me kaba tanji nyonga bango kawa je tunga abadan bayo nyonga kawa kawa tuna leba tuna tela tabe taba tuyo lama la pa rumbe nama sala indu ko do la chingi lo ji ngade jo jang zen nge taba tama to zingi ru ru ge na pa ma jo ma me ta ko do da cha ni me ta wa lo chingi jo kana chan jo sa me chingi ne jo wa chingi lo no ma chingi lo ji jo jo mo to ma ko adala ma to ma jo ja ma ran ni ko do na yuri nyo wa cha me che na ngi je la pa ma zo ni ni na ji de be da ma ra shi de da ma sa ni de je ba ni la si je ja ga wa ni to jo jo ma san ji be ko ra ni shi ko ji chang lo ji ma this is composed by Great Lama Bodhichitta Losang Jinpa, and I received the alternate version from my teacher, Geshe which is the Mongolian, Ultra-Mongolian. He was in Tibet after Tibet was lost to man China. So he was there. So he was after Mao Zedong died. So then the next prime president gave a little bit period of that. Have the monastery, some monks, those, but there were many thousand monks, but a few monks, 50 or something, allowed to rule, and I don't know what the reason is for the true restored. So then they all, both colleagues, men asked Geshe Sangye to be the abbot. So he came to the THAM traditions, gave initiation to us, gave all the teachings for us, a few Indian lamas, Bodhichitta, and then all the commentaries and the room. So I received from Geshe Sangye this room. Then how to live the life for others. I took it from Bodhichitta. Dani Sanjay Dhamma Lai Jino Wala Labe Tunju Trebe Samai Tadu Cheba Sambara Sho Dani Jino the Joy Dani Jino Le Dani Jino Le Lapa Yi Devinga Watada Jugadang Ila give it a show. Basum Chingli, Basum Chingli, Harbor Yangsho, on the side change. It's a verses which came from 70 prayers. 70 prayers. Beginner taught Nagajuna's dual talents, but then later it's 7 prayers. So anyway, I changed a little bit from that prayer. Also this. Talamin and Mama Talamin and the best and the Kandatala Kasana, and the governor Yola Chenanga Teba, she doesn't mind to Daniel and the Matala, Mamedan, the Matala, Daniel, the Punjin to Jewish, you know, the Mumatarina to damage. Pasan Kennedy, the Lucinami, so John Chamadan, Sinjabada Mebe, Namang the JANG, the Jinanga, the Galan, Sanjay, the water, and the Jura, I show. I didn't know the George, yeah. Didn't know about the Georges in the Yoga, Rödana Sabara Show, Chochin Sanga Jesama, Dalabunzo, Data Jesama, Chejua, Churun Jigajava, Tamjis Jisam, Dawale, Tiring in the snake, the second name was Ranjin the snake, and nothing of a child. They don't tell me. So that's finished. I haven't done the room of the bliss speech and mantra. The best way. Because lemon lemon and the oh, Godi Modisenda, Godi Modisenda. Yeah, we'll go with it. Yeah. I have not clear memory of these mantras blessing the everyday virtue increases. It says here many 100,000, but another text says 10 million increases. Any virtue you do in that day. I don't remember 100% not. I said, almost Sambara, Bemana Saramanta, almost Sambara, Bemana Sara, Bemana Sakaramaza, what that was. Then Omriziraman Nipawa Teo. So you said the first mantra 7 times. Then the second one, Blessing Mala, 7 times. Then you recite this Omriziraman Pada, you blow over the Mala. Then whatever you recite mantra on that day, then it becomes 10 million times. Not only 10 million, but it will be trillion. It becomes a trillion, whatever mantra you recite. Then a trillion becomes like trillion, like that 100 times, like that 1,000 times. It becomes like this. It is said from Je Mipham. Then the Tetsara Kana Hum Riswa. You recite this and your hill, your speech and your after you recite 3 times. Then in that day, how many insects died into your feet? They all get reborn in the 33 devil realm. There are a lot of insects in your room, ants or something. But they outside you only go sometimes beach. Sometimes beach has a lot of the frogs, tiny frogs. At the beach where the water comes, or it goes, so many. If you don't do well, then there are also grass. So many ants or so many tiny flies. When you walk in the grass on the land, certain places, so that time then you recite this mantra, you blow your speech into your shoes. You speak into your shoes. There's no choice, you have to work, but then of course you can speak into your shoes after you start mantra. So this way, if they died into your feet, then they don't get upon Lord. So that's I received this from a kid teacher, which is the blessing speech, and maybe also from John from New York. There's an English translation. Oma the three times. Oma ga 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 da 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 janya da 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 ba 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 moya lo jaga ju so three times. Oma yeda ma yeda baraba yeda the kanda da ga do hewa da da. The kanda yo. You stop there. Near the ya ba the ma shaman is three times. Savanga to the get that ma the get so ha chu da to the kanda ji da ji the kana ba go samit ni ko da da so the benefits of a blessing speech. Whatever mantra you start after this, and then becomes 10 millions number. If you start one time, it becomes 10 millions. Then the power of mantra doesn't get destroyed by eating wrong food like onions, garlics, or the radish and wrong food. I think nettle, maybe also nettle. So the power of mantra doesn't get destroyed by the black food. If you eat black food, you cannot destroy. Otherwise, I think eating the sheep's tongue is, I think, destroy the power of mantra whole life in the raw part of the body. Nettle, I think 1 year or life, or 1 year it destroy the power of mantra, sang mantra. So the blessed speech is very important. So those black fruit, there are different number of weeks and days that destroy the power of marriage. So you see, if you do the blessing speech, the meditation blessing speech, then your speech is power. So you see, for example, if you're doing psychology, so your blessing speech is power. So if you're doing psychology, it benefits. Your speech is power. So other people listen, it benefits other people. If you are giving teaching, so the other people, it becomes more effective for other people, benefiting the mind, benefits much more to the mind if you're giving teaching to other people, or if you are asking people to help. Your speech is power, so the other people will listen and help what you ask. For example, we have one nun, South Arabia, one nun. So she told me to not drink Coca-Cola. It causes cancers and many things. So she told me many times, but it didn't change my mind. But in the Salt Lake, my guru, Gomerbachi, he was a monk in Tibet, but then later he went to give Ganjo room nunnery. So then then became sort of to that sort of obstacle. The sixth mother, so the nun who offered tea. So she's also special. Then the two daughters. The elder daughter called Pema, something Pema. Bema. So she told me only one time, you should come back next time. She'll come back next time in Salt Lake without by stopping Coca. So she told me only one time, but she told it's basically the same what the other nun told me. So she told me only one time, but from that time stopped Coca-Cola. Now how many years ago? Huh? 10 years, yes. Well, she told me only one time. But you see, what I would miss would be in the airplane, but I don't miss much in the airplane. So it doesn't really miss Coca-Cola. So her speech has a lot of power. You see, her speech has a lot of power. So that's how, with one time listening, totally I have the problem to stop Coca-Cola. So that happened, you see. So blessed speech is, even for your work, becomes very important. So that's, yeah. So now the mantra of this might I might have received from I don't know, Taparamchi or Kasa. You know, got the decision between Taparamchi or Jong. Though this very important. This mantra you recite in the mornings a few times. Then the rest of the day, whomever you, animal, people, whomever you speak, whoever hear your voice, it purifies the heavy karma, kill father, mother, arahat, or kill the cause blood Buddha, disunion among the sanghas. Or anybody created the samena. This heavy karma, very heavy karma. Not the heaviest karma. Heaviest karma is the heresy brought samaya with the guru. Heresy anger to the guru. All those. That's the heaviest karma. But this very heavy karma. If you committed that one of this karma, then all the other negative karma later was delay, and you experience this first. You get reborn in the heaviest heaviest hot birth, 8 major hot birth, and to the number 8 indestructible heaven. So you get reborn there. That's the heaviest. So you get born as one is fire, the body, one like rock. One is fire, and all that discriminates in the sense means because screaming. So that by shape you can't see it's in the being. It's like a piece of rock. One is fire. So for the 4 directions, unbelievable strongest fire coming. Then so one intimate eon length of life. Then you even this world ends. you have to born in another universe, hell, until your karma finish, and so like that. So if anybody who hears your voice, they having negative karma get purified. They end of this having negative karma get purified. Besides that, 10 number to the actions get purified. So this is very, very important if you want to help the sentient beings. Because if you want to help the sentient beings to not be born in the the heaviest suffering hell, so like that. Anybody who hears your voice. So there's a great help. Nama 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 tinan tata ganga tata beru sai bahat nama 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 tinan tata ganga nam Dolo ganana kutini da shastan bobor morugul zalwa bom burmata nam bobori tari mori goli talawari soha sadmondu namate nanda gada ganga nam dolo gan kutini da shastan bobori bobori na tari mori goli talawari swaha. This one. What? What? No, I finished that. The business I finished already. Oh, this mantra. This mantra I don't remember. I had lung because I don't remember. I got the lung of this one mantra taught by Buddha Doten Jawa Che. I don't remember the lung. I don't think I read the lung of that. It is in the book. It is in the book wrote by a very high Lama, put together by a very high Lama in Tibet. For the young lamas, to educate the young lamas whom were sentient beings. It is in there. So we have one nun in Bodh Gaya, what's her name? Dedong. She looked in Kanjuru, she could not find it. She said, but what I saw, whether she saw every page, I'm not sure. So, but I saw in the Nyingma protection, Tarun is when you're dying, you put the mantra on the body, then your conscience never get reborn in the raw realm, reborn in Pure Land or the Dendro, happy tongue, the realm of the happy transmigrant being. So it is inside of that. I saw the mantra, it is inside of that. So then you see Tatrul, yeah. Then I met in other places. I don't remember. I don't remember. So mantra is having this room. It just sorry. That's only one syllable. Free. That's the difference. Otherwise, there was other mantra. Omuteada sabata dagada shtiya durada madada ke sangar na asita baba sadama. So that purifies your tamenga, purifies your heaviness, your unbelievable heaviness. These 5 things which I explained before. It purifies. And this is the best mantra to bless any statue, to bless anything, statues, to bless anything. bless. This is the most powerful mantra to bless. It is said in the text, if you don't know this mantra, then all other prayers are not really best prayer to bless. But if you do this mantra, then best blessing the abiding the Buddha's wisdom, so all the Buddhas with that holy object. So the hair difference, the first syllable, Om Shri. Om Shri is then there is San. Shri, the differences. So this one actually, this one if you recite, if you are making tata, print Buddha's statue on the tata, with the mold, or the making picture. So whatever, if you make by reciting this mantra, if you make print one, then you get benefit having printed million tatas, million statues of Buddha or the picture. You see, you get that benefit, and then. Then fire water element, fire water, air, earth, whichever you touch, the four elements, so when you touch, then more meaningful, more useful, more meaningful, double the stupa. So I mean, you can start about blessing my Lord, start with anything in the mountains or water, is anything you see, that becomes a double blessing. That's stupa, truth sentiments. That's what purifies your five negative, your this heavy negative karma. Then it causes to achieve very high but then long life, wealth, then protect from harms, then it's enlightenment. So that there is many benefits. Then you see, if you recite Tishin Shava, Sanzen Jabala Chatoro, Dare Ni Bende Soha. So if you recite this few times, then it helps for success. Those who need too much success, then you can recite that. That's one thing. So that then actually. Then Namjal Mama, room of the Namjal Mantra. Once you hear Namjal Mantra, you never get reborn. Hell, hunger, ghost, animal. You never get reborn once you hear this mantra. There's long and short mantra, Namjal Mama. It's a long life deity, but it's extremely powerful purification. So as I go to the room, so I do this mantra. I saw that. Nam Om Nama Bhagavate Apattasavate Japati Bishita. Bodhichitta Nama Tayata Om Brum 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 Brum. Shoda Shoda Bishita Bishita Asama Samada Avasaparana Gadi Gagana Soma Bishita Abhikita Tuama Savata Takata Sugata Varavatana Amitabha Kekara Mamu Dharamendra Ara Ara Mayu Sandran Shoda Shoda Bijida Bijida Gagana Samba Bijida Ushina Bijida Parishida Sadara Misandida Tata Kara Olugane Karaparamada Paraparani Sata Kadamari Ajamemba did Sata Kadaya Adana Mode Mamu Debesaka Sata Parishida Sagama Nabis Badania Wadaya, Mama Yivijaya, Sawata, Samaya, Nadir, O Mone, Mone, Mamone, Be, Mone, Be, Mone, Ma, Be, Mone, Made, 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 Mamade, Mamade, Somadi, Ada, Buddha, 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 Visibuddha, Buddha, Da, Be, Samara, Samara, Savara, Savara, Sabaria, Sabare, Sabada, Nadir. Shida Bede 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 Ma Bede 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 Samba Bede Badama Bendo Mashirama Sabaton and Zaga Parishite Pavandu Mesada Savagada Parishita Sodanga Tamo Sabatunza Samasha Sayando Buddha Buddha Sita Buddha Buddha Moda, Bimata, Shoda, Buddha, Samada, Moda, Samada, Rambarista, Adrina, Mode, Mamma, Mandabade, Swam, the short, the short, Brum saw, Omavata that they saw, and if you can start one mala, that's very good. Then, if not the Hamala 21, that's so powerful. Brumso, so I think, yeah, that's it. So there's many benefits. So, your life always goes to enlightenment. And then, in the until you achieve that, always you meet Buddha Sabbaths. There's unbelievable benefits it has. So, okay, so I think now, I think about time to be enlightened. Okay, yeah, so, need a pee break? No, maybe a pee break. Any break? So this one, in the morning, you see, when you wake up, if you have children, then difficult to do this meditation, so you wake up a little bit earlier. And, all the children didn't gather, so you have more quiet peace. Then they say, you can do this is very, very important. So that's the preparation for death. You know, for everything to achieving enlightenment sentence, everything. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. After break or?
You said PP.
Oh yes, after break I'm asking. After break. The view is going to give more thanks first.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
May I request Venerable Kabirji to please give the vote of thanks?
So this won't be like a political vote of thanks. There are short, medium and long versions. Being a student of Rinpoche, I'm prepared a long version, but I think there might not be time for a long version. Anyway, this is so that all of us can create more causes for Rinpoche to come again. So I want to thank everybody. So we start with the landlords, the ones we can see, which is gentleman with the hat there, Mr. Bhandari. His wife is not here, so we thank them for giving us the space to be at Bodhichitta for 23 or 24 years or something like that. So many years. So many years. We clap so much we we won't finish this. So then, start off Tushita. So I know that, according to my view, Venerable Samten has been working in the day and doing her prayers at night. So this is incredible cause for rejoicing. So, she and her staff, who are too numerous to name, but there is Kaushalya, who's been working here so long, then Sudeshna, who's been working recently, then there's this other team whom I haven't met yet properly. They're doing amazing work the last few days, so that lazy people like me could do nothing. So for them, really, it's really amazing what they've done, made it so beautiful, and the lights and all these things. So just as it should be done. So thank you to all of them. Now, Rinpoche doesn't just travel with a lot of luggage and text, he travels with a lot of amazing staff. So we have Sheradla, Endarla, Geshe Sondula is helping from Ladaki Bodhvihar, then Togela is here. They're all here, and they're all being orchestrated by Venerable Roger. Venerable Roger I've known for 35 years or something. He's, I can't explain what Roger can do, because what he does in 24 hours is just unbelievable. Just one quote of his, he has many quotable quotes, but one quote of Roger is, just because you're tired doesn't mean you have to, rest or go to sleep. So, I guess that's how he stays sane. That's how he stays sane working with Rinpoche. Otherwise you will self-destruct in a few days, So Roger is an example of sacrificing and cherishing Rinpoche. Of course I'm going to... we're building up. This is the mandala. So Roger also is praised by His Holiness, and His Holiness doesn't praise people easily. So thank you, Roger, Venerable Roger, for unbelievable service as the CEO at FPMT. You're also on WhatsApp, which makes you, many messages, wanted and unwanted, but you never respond with anger. So thank you for that. It's unbelievable, really unbelievable. Then we have sponsors. There's Alok Joshi sponsored the Sutra of Golden Light so kindly several times. And then we have and he brings rice and food for us, and he sweeps, like he's a mechanical sweeper. It's unbelievable. He's a really amazing, kind person. Now, long-term kindness also coming from Sanjay Manatala, Ranjit Palia, from Dipesh Rima, from Ashit Ji, from Ankit and others who have been supporting the center financially for many years. And also recently Meera and Suresh Bajaj helping, and they helped with the delicious tea and snacks the last couple of days. So thank you to all these people. I'm sorry if I missed any names. So many of you are so kind for Tushita again and again. So we thank you from the heart. I have a terrible memory, but thank you all of you. And please sometime knows who you are. I don't. So thank you. Then we have people here from other parts of India working on Rinpoche's projects, from Root Institute, from Maitriya projects. All these incredible people who have been working for the foundation for so many years. Now, why they're working for the foundation is because of the Lamas of Rinpoche. Rinpoche has inspired all these people to work for the foundation since the late 60s, together with late kind Lama Thupten Yeshe. So Rinpoche is born in Solokhumbu, as he said, amongst the solitude of the high mountains, where the mind can easily expand like Milarepas. So he's showing us that's where we need to. That's where we need to go. That's where we need to practice sometimes. Us Deliwalas should be reminded of these high places. Rinpoche almost drowned when he was young. And I think due to Rinpoche's prayers and Bodhichitta, he didn't drown, he was saved, so that he could fulfill his prayers to benefit us beings in this degenerate late 20th and early 21st century. And Rinpoche comes... Okay, sorry. When Rinpoche comes down in the airplane, you can't even see Delhi from the airplane, it's so polluted. But Rinpoche comes down to us here like fresh dharma oxygen to give us these teachings. He's like a sun, When we think about what Rinpoche is doing, when we think about how the lamp of Dharma was lighted by Lord Buddha and came down to this day. How did it come down? Through pure succession through all these great masters, and now we have Rinpoche here. He's doing exactly what Shakyamuni Buddha would do, and he's kinder than Shakyamuni Buddha because he's here with us now. We were worms when Shakyamuni Buddha was around, probably, or worse. Then, so for that kindness, it's just, how can we thank Rinpoche for that?
Can I say?
Please.
I did drown in the water. Yes, true. I did drown in the water.
You did?
The river.
But you survived, Rinpoche. You didn't drown.
You're dead. Maybe this is a hallucination. I wasn't drowned but in the river, big river. There was a Western people first came to Solokhumbu, other side river. They pretended that tourists came. So the first time Western people. So I pushed him. I insisted to my guru, my uncle, who taught me alphabet, second teacher. So I had some big potatoes to give them present. So I took 3 or 4. I was a little boy. So I insisted. My teacher said, "Don't go," but I said, "I'm going." So I left. So there was a very small bridge on the river, two trees put together. So I was walking on that. In the middle of the river, then the bridge was going up. On the river, bridge was going up. Then I fell down. And you see, I fell down. The stone, there were stones. So my head was going up, down. Then from very far, you see the other neighbors, the Ngakwas, they saw me fall down from the river, fall down from the beach. So shouted, and my teacher heard, and my teacher ran from the mountain. You see, he had ran down, and I see each time my head goes like this. I can see my teacher. He was wearing a chuba and like this, and the pants inside, the chuba like this, and then he running so fast, like this, running so fast, coming towards and so my head goes like this. But you see, very surprising thing is I never started, I never meditated on emptiness, and never had teachings on emptiness. I mean, I read Dhammakaya Sutra things, but you see, I never started. So my teacher was coming so fast. Then there was deep water. Then you see, people saw my body was turning, going to turn my head towards the deep water. Just before I went in deep water, and so my teacher grabbed me, so otherwise I would go in deep water, blue deep water. So my teacher just grabbed me. So you see, the interesting thing was, there was no fear. Usually there should be fear, you see, but there was no fear. This, I can tell you that there was no fear. But this, what is called Lauda Lama, is going to die now. This is what is called, Lauda Lama. No, I Lauda Lama going to know that. You see, I'm going on the water like this. So, this is what is called Lauda Lama. What is called Lauda Lama is going to die now. But there's no fear at all. Oh, it was like that, one child. But of course now, mountains of Nikrama, earth of Nikrama. Now different, but that time like that. So that's the information. Gone, yeah. Is it about me? No, the waste of time.
So then,
Visible means Western.
okay, just 1-2 minutes more.
What?
1 or 2 minutes, please. It's good for us. Like, good.
1 or 2 seconds.
Okay, so then His Holiness Dalai Lama, who's trying so much now for Indian students and to revive ancient Indian wisdom in this country. When we think about what that means, the Nalanda tradition and all that, what does it mean? It means Guru Shishya Parampara, right? The Guru-disciple relationship. So what's the perfect example of the Guru? Well, we don't have to look, Rinpoche is fulfilling that for us. He's the embodiment of the Nalanda tradition, what it means. In practice, we read texts, we read articles, we read all these things, but Rinpoche is for us the embodiment of this amazing tradition.
No.
This is the, so who is showing this? Rinpoche is showing this. How do we repay this kindness? How can we repay this kindness? Is by, of course, making material offerings and by trying to generate proper devotion so that the stream of blessings may enter us. But the best way of a service in the organization, but then practicing dharma. I know nothing about these things, but I'm just telling you what the texts are saying. So we should make offerings. We should offer service. And Rinpoche's got 160 centers, so we don't have to look very far. We can always go somewhere to help, like some of you are helping at Shita here, and then we can practice. We practice what Rinpoche has been teaching us, to have kind hearts. So please, Rinpoche, bless us to be able to fulfill that, so that we don't just just hear it and then forget like that. So thanks for showing us also, Rinpoche, the path of perfection, of joy, relaxation, patience. Your very name, Rinpoche, means patience, and also your incredible non-uptightness. Most of us in this world, especially in the big cities, we're very uptight because the whole atmosphere is full of pollution and aggressive energy. But Rinpoche, you're always joyful and light and kind, and this is an amazing example for us. So many people here I know from the students.
Until I get angry.
Until you get angry. Now I'm scared. So, Rinpoche, some people come here with depression. So yesterday Rinpoche gave very kind advice on how to work with depression. Basically, that courage comes from the Bodhisattva attitude, cherishing others. So how can we repay your kindness for not only teaching us this, but showing how to practice this with your example every second. So this is unbelievable. Then you also, one man came yesterday, Rinpoche, for the first time to Dushita. He came, and so I said, yeah, you're in the right place. I said, why you come? He said, I want to know about the purpose of life. So you are here and you show people the purpose of life. I mean, it's just it's unbelievable what you can show to people through your teachings and your examples. So that person, I don't know if they came today, but anyway, they were here yesterday. Maybe it was too much. The purpose you showed. So that's just unbelievable. You're offering us Delhiwalas who are stuck in this amazing place, very different from Solothungu, and still you come here again and again, even though we make mountains and mountains and billions and billions of mistakes, still you come and teach us. So if there's any merit whatsoever from this is a very short one, which is a very short gratitude, then any merit from this and from confessing and from rejoicing in all of the works that people are doing. Those who've been to Bodh Gaya and other places, they see the amazing work being done there, and then all around the world, amazing work due to kindness of Rinpoche, due to the kindness of the Guru, inspiring people to go beyond themselves, reach beyond themselves, and become awakened people. It's amazing. So we also dedicate that we'll be able to, in the future, print Kyabje Lama Rinpoche's books in Hindi, more and more in Hindi, and we hope to get some advice on which ones to start with. Like that, yeah. And so all Rinpoche's wishes to be fulfilled for Tushita to develop in exactly the way Rinpoche would wish, and then also for especially for the Maitriya projects, because Rinpoche said they're so important for this world peace and for the benefit of people. So for the present directors of the Maitriya projects to have very long and healthy lives and to fulfill everything they need without hindrances and to work with great skill and courage and compassion in their jobs, and for us to be able to invite His Holiness very quickly to Kushinagar and to Bodh Gaya to teach exactly as Rinpoche would wish. So may that happen as quickly as possible due to any merits of us coming here, listening to the teachings, and offering this very short gratitude to Rinpoche, and also create the cause for Rinpoche to one day continue with the Golden Light Sutra, finish the Golden Light Sutra, so that we in Delhi who hear it can then become some kind of messengers of peace and happiness in the world.
I finished the Golden Light Sutra when the Tibet get independence.
Wonderful. So I don't think I need to say anything. I'm very grateful to Renukaji for asking me to make this dedication, because it's the only thing I do, sometimes blah blah. The rest I can't do. But anyway, Rinpoche, it's nice to see you on the throne at Bodhichitta. We hope to get you here more and more, because you keep on passing through Delhi. So we have to have some means to catch Rinpoche again and again. So this creates the cause to catch Rinpoche again and again, so that this hook of compassion can catch us, so we can be catchable. That's the thing. Catchable, because Rinpoche is a very good fisherman. You fish keep on swimming away, I think.
You catch me, I catch you.
Anyway, I think Venerable Roger is probably looking at the time for, we need to finish, have a break, and you have to come back for refuge, the people who are taking refuge. And then after that, there's a short puja. It's Guru Puja Day, so for those who do the Guru Puja, you're welcome to join us later for a short Guru Puja. So yeah, thank you very much.
And thank you. And thank you, Kabir. How many years you been monk?
It's now 16 years.
From past life? From past life.
From the past life. From the past life. Mirror reader.
What?
The mirror reader you sent me to in Bauda, he said I'd been a monk in Taxila. It's many centuries ago, in Taxila. That's
Where?
why I have the connection this life. But that's a long time ago.
Certainly. What root injury, the first person trying to explain the roots, and for so many years dedicated so many years. So anyway, yeah, and in short, for being all the hardships, all that in the past for so many years.
I was mainly eating samosas and drinking tea in the market.
So
my main practice.
so all happened, and then especially root and Bodhichitta and all. And so including myself, Mickey Mouse. Thank you. Thank you very much. Gee.
When can I retire?
After you're enlightened.
I don't know.
Not yet.
Up to 3 lifetimes. Okay, yeah. Okay. due to all the past, present, future marriage, collateral, three-time marriage, collateral, numberless, Maitriya, particular general FPMT, particular Bodhichitta to be most beneficial for all sentiments. And it will cause whole papa to generate whole path to enlightenment, especially Bodhichitta in the heart of all the sentiments. And especially in India, anybody who comes to Bodhichitta, then who came in the past, who come now, who will become in the future, then you see a session they arrived here, or then all the suffering of the body mind to be pacified immediately, even the sicknesses, cancer and so forth, to be pacified immediately just by coming here. And able to generate Bodhichitta, stop harming to other sentient beings, numberless sentient beings, and then it will cause a perfect peace, happiness in this world, and all the sentient beings, and cause happiness in this life, happiness in future life, those temporary happiness, and the ultimate happiness is liberation from the ultimate happiness is the enlightenment towards all the sentient beings. It will cause that, and then they will realize the right view, Boston-Giga's right view, and then then to eliminate the root of samsara, ignorance, and then kasura, then even achieving enlightenment, it's like by exercising Tantrabada. But even didn't achieve enlightenment, but you're born in Pure Land where one can become enlightened. Let's receive purpose in the body, and meet minor teaching, and meet purpose qualified Guru revealing the unmistakable path to enlightenment. By pleasing most holy-minded word friend, and with each enlightenment as quick as possible. And then whatever happens in their life, because of difficulties, problems, and happiness, whatever happens in their life, with the Bodhichitta, may they be able to utilize in the path to enlightenment everything. Even they enjoy happiness, even they enjoy difficulties, everything not wasted in the most worthwhile, beneficial to us, and then be able to utilize in the path to enlightenment, path to enlighten all sentient beings. So so I think it's though then able to actualize the essence of heart of Buddhism, the London, and then also those possible also the philosophy to elaborate the understanding of London. So like that, okay? So the center must beneficial for that. Okay, so thank you very much.
I forgot one thing.
Yeah.
I have a terrible memory. So I had it written down, but I didn't say.
I don't show truth, not one, the truth, two things.
One thing or two things? I forgot to...
Two things.
I forgot to mention, though I've written it down. So Renukaji, who asked me to give this gratitude, I didn't mention her. I forgot to mention the director of Tushita has been director for 25 years. She has looked after Tushita for 25 years. She has been personally very kind to me because she offers me breakfast at least once a month, which includes homemade butter and Oxford marmalade. These both things are very important to me. And so that keeps me going. So that personal kindness, and then having the responsibility of being director. So now she has retired from her job at Jawaharlal University, where she was professor of sociology. How many years there? 20, over 20 years there also. So now I think with spare time, you can lead some of the meditations at Tushita and do all sorts of works with Tushita. Anyway, thank you very much, Dr. Anuka Singh, for 25 years of service to Tushita.